about 3 pounds of ground beef, and I figured, you know what? Let's split it down the middle. You know what I'm saying? I just went ahead and created our rice ground beef in gravy bake. And I figured, you know what? Let's make a creamy ground beef potato skillet with the remaining ground beef. So with that being said, to this hot pan, let's get this party started. I'm gonna add about a 20-80 portion of ground beef to the pan. Now here's the thing, the last set of ground beef that I used for the other recipe, surprisingly, even though it's 20% fat, we didn't get much. Once the meat was rendered down, we didn't get much fat. In fact, it was just enough in order for us to saute our onions and garlic. If you are using, let's say, maybe an 80-20 or 30-70, once the meat is rendered, it's a possibility you're going to have a lot of fat in the pan. Go ahead and drain it off. Or if you want to hold on to some of it up, obviously, to saute your aromatics, you definitely can. Meat is perfectly cooked all the way through. Gonna allow it to go for an additional minute to see if there's going to be any excess oil. Gonna take a paper towel and dab the oil. It's not much, so no need to worry. Gonna lower the flame, and at this point in time, we're gonna season. We're gonna add a pinch of salt, ground black pepper. Let's add our garlic powder, followed by our onion powder, paprika, not smoked but regular. We're also gonna add our Italian seasoning, Cooking with Tammy all-purpose chicken seasoning for that boost of flavor. Let's not forget about our beef bouillon. Gonna stir it up really well, make sure everything is perfectly combined. Once we're done, we're gonna turn the stove top off, just for a minute, of course. All right, make sure all of the seasoning is coating the meat properly. And once we are done, we're gonna grab a small to medium-sized bowl, and we're gonna place our meat into the bowl. And once we're done, we're gonna set it to the side. To our pan, we're gonna add some oil. All right, we're also gonna add some butter. For this particular recipe, I'm gonna be using baby potatoes, and we went ahead and just basically cut it in half. All right, if you're gonna use regular potatoes for this recipe, you can definitely, depending on the size of the potato, maybe you could cut it in fours, quarter it up, and that will work out perfectly fine as well. We're gonna cook the potatoes for about, I wanna say about 10 minutes, according to the size of the potatoes. We want them to become golden brown and pick up all of those beautiful bitty flavors at the bottom of the pan as well. Right now, our heat is on medium high, and in about 10 minutes, we're gonna check on our potatoes. Close it down and allow it to do its thing. This is gorgeous, all right? We're gonna toss it around. We're gonna introduce our diced onions. All right. Once we're finished, we're gonna add some finely chopped garlic. Cook that down until it's nice and aromatic. This smells really good. Keep in mind that we had our beef in the pan earlier, right? And we pre-seasoned the beef, so all of those flavors left behind, just coating the potatoes along with the onions and the garlic. Ooh, this is really nice. All right, my loves. At this point in time, we are going to start to build our sauce. So we're gonna add some beef broth, of course, considering we are using ground beef for this recipe. That took away the sizzling. We're just gonna give it a good mix. Make sure everything is perfectly incorporated. I'm gonna add some Worcestershire sauce. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the bottle. I'm gonna add a small amount of my all-purpose chicken seasoning. It has no chicken in the ingredients whatsoever, just packed with tons of flavor. Give it a good stir. And we are gonna allow our potatoes to cook for an additional 8 to 10 minutes. All right, let's check. Woo! As you can see, the sauce has reduced. Everything smells amazing thus far, which is great. All right, Now, to step the pace up on this dish, right? We're gonna bring an element of creaminess. And in order to do that, let's add some heavy cream. Add a good amount. You want it to be nice and creamy. And let's get in there and combine the heavy cream with everything else. Ooh, this is good. This is gonna be hearty and delicious. Okay, we're gonna allow it to come to a slow simmer. But first, while that's doing that, I'm gonna grab a block of Parmesan cheese. And we are gonna add an element of nuttiness to this dish, okay? Let's add our ground beef back to the pan. Let's get all of the juices into the pan as well. And let's fold our ground beef into the mixture. At this point in time, lower the flame to low heat. We're gonna cover it back down for a couple of minutes. We want the flavors to intertwine, and that's just basically it. I'm gonna top it off with put about maybe 1 to 2 more things before we're done. And we're gonna wrap it up, and I can't wait to go in and do my taste test. All right, as promised, let's add a little bit more Parmesan cheese. I don't know about you, but I love a nice, creamy, decadent dish, and I find that you just can't have it at its full potential without that Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese makes an ultimate difference when it comes to any creamy dish. Now here's the thing. We want to bring out some element of color. So I am gonna add some of my fresh thyme to the dish. We're gonna leave the parsley behind today. Nothing wrong with parsley. If that's what you have, then you can definitely use the parsley. Always remember when it comes to removing the leaves from the thyme stem to pull in the opposite direction. I still have some rosemary post the holiday season. Don't let it go to waste in the refrigerator. Use it for something. Use it for garnish, if nothing else. All right, if you want to add maybe some sun-dried tomatoes for a little pop of color, you definitely can. If you have bacon bits, you can add that as well to bring out the color even more. And guess what, my loves? Our creamy potato and ground beef dish is done. This is gorgeous. I know this recipe is going to be delicious. I'm just going to jump in. Use this bowl right here. Give it a quick taste. My goodness. All right, we have our potatoes. Bear with me because the potatoes are hot. Creamy and melt in your mouth, delicious. The potatoes are perfectly cooked. Not to mention they have that nice little mellow flavor because I went ahead and used yellow baby potatoes, so they taste buttery and melt in your mouth, delicious. Definitely give this quick, delicious recipe a try, my loves. Let me know what you think. And as always, I'm your girl Cooking with Tammy. If you need seasonings, cookingwithtammy.shop. Until next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.